Alright, back on the bike. Got interrupted there for a while. Okay, this thing has a Zerk fitting up here to lubricate the steering head bearings, so wipe off the crud off of it. Put a Zerk it when I do my grease gun. One, two, three ought to be enough. Alright. I don't know if it takes 50 pumps or not to make that thing full of grease, but 3 ought to be enough to lube it. Okay, the steering head bearings are a little bit loose, I think, so I need to tighten them up a little bit. The front wheel is just flopping. See how it just flops? It's got no stopping it here. It's real easy to drop down. So we gotta loosen up the either the top and the bottom one on this bike. So I'm gonna loosen up the bottom pinch bolts here. We gotta loosen up this pinch bolt here, and we gotta tighten this nut up here a little bit, and that should pull it down and make it tighter. All right, where'd I put my zip? Okay, that's not the one, the big one. Okay, back onto this again. That one's loose. Loose. Now, if you don't loosen up the pinch bolt, when you tighten down the neck bearing, it makes the trees go like this and bends them, and it can break them. Not the way to do it. Okay, that's another another Torx head up here. Probably the same size, maybe. And maybe, but not going in. Oh, there it goes. Kind of, yeah. Somewhere I got a hammer. I knew I brought one with me. There we go. Free up the rust. Oh, it's tight. Okay, around that way. Okay, that freed that up. Light tension on it, but not much. Okay, we got a big bolt up there to turn. See what size it is. It's bigger than 7/8. Let's see here. There we go. Half-inch wrench, so yeah. I don't have a half-inch breaker here. We'll find one. Okay. Get a big breaker bar. Okay. A little torque on that, not much. Let me just adjust until a drop away is not too bad. That's about right like them right there. Tighten it down again here. That's tight. Here. Perfect. Okay, so now you adjust the breakaway torque. So you push on the bar like this. You watch the front end start to fall. Right about there, it goes over. So I like going about a third away from full lock. So about a third and then it'll fall. If it's more than half before it falls, which means, so you're straight right here, that's about a third, right about in here is about where it should drop. See, it's dropping my hand. Halfway is over here, and it falls over here. So if you go more than halfway, it's too tight. So anyway, so that's how you do that. There's all kinds of fancy ways of doing it, but gravity is a good test. Like I said, when it starts to fall, right about in there. One more will do it. It's trying. Right there. Boom. So there you go. So that's how that's adjusted. No biggie. Okay, now I got to figure out all of this crap goes back together. I took it apart a couple weeks ago, so I got to figure out how to do it. And there was a bunch of crap up there. I remember that. Other than that, I don't remember how it goes back together. But I know this goes up on top somehow. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, we have this stupid thing here. Went in there somehow. A bunch of plugs over here that go in here somehow. Somehow it's all connected. Gray goes with gray. Black goes with black. There we go. This went down here somehow. And somehow this jammed in through here. Probably about right like that. Okay. So pretty much this form fits itself in here. So I put the two plugs in there, jam this wire back between, laid it back in, I shoved this back down. That puts this loop a little bit lower here. Kind of pre-fits itself there, and the screw holes are right here where it holds in. That looks about right. Those are dangling, those are dangling. Okay, what do we get on this side? I can't see. Okay, all this crap probably just jams in behind here. Let's turn it this direction. There's my dingle dangle thing. Okay, this here is going to have to go in through here somehow. So this probably goes down low like this, I bet. Probably like that. And then this, I don't know where this goes. Let's see, this goes something over here like this, I guess. Oh, they got spacers that went up off that riser, I bet, up top. Okay, so I'm not sure where this wire goes. This must go up inside of there somehow. So I'm going to have to put this up here so it doesn't, no, so it's not dangling by that wire. Nothing to it. A little common sense, figure it out. Can't be that hard, hardly came up with it. Can't be that hard. That's how I always look at it. Okay, so here's one of the covers here. And here's one with a big Harley logo on it. So we're pretty sure the Harley logo is not on the back, so we can't see it. So this probably goes on the front. This one here is going to be on the back. Okay, looks like the bolts go into this. So go like this. So we got to put this piece on first. And remember, this is jammed underneath another cover. All right, so let's go up here in the front and see what we got here. Turn this back this direction. And all this shit fell out when I moved it. Okay, so this stuff's going to go back in here. Ah. piece of crap goes in here somehow. I'm not sure where this cable goes. Let's see here. So it's cut for a cable, so I'm guessing the cable goes on the outside. Where's the holes at? Okay, well, these two here have to go right here. That's pretty obvious, so that's going to go like that. Okay, well, if that's like that, there's a big gap in here. So that means this has to go like that somehow. No, I don't think so. This has to go in deeper. Oh, I remember. Okay, this has to go this direction. Oh, logo's upside down. Dumbass. There, it goes like that. Oh, I gotta work on the switches up here, or the idiot lights up here on the top. Okay, so this goes like this. Like that. The cable goes right in there. And there's another cover across here. But I gotta put the idiot lights up in the front. And when the light bulb is out, I gotta figure out how to put it in. Okay. There, see, I figured it out. It ain't that damn hard. Okay, somewhere there's a bunch of idiot lights. Oh, here they are, way down here on the instrument. Here's the idiot lights right here. Oh, there's more wiring that's got to go in here somewhere. So this has to hook into something. I wonder what this hooks into. I don't know. And there's a bulb that's missing in here I got to somehow put back in. I probably got to take this out, but didn't want to come out, so I have to work on that a little bit. Where is my Chingus? Bingle, 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 wingle. Okay, so we're going to take our CRC right here. Get the camera out of the way a little bit. Which one's missing? This one's missing here. So put a little bit of CRC on the socket right there. A little bit on the inside. Let's see if I can pull it out. There, I hear it popping. You get to come halfway out, but not all the way. Are these connected to each other or no? There it is. It's in there pretty tight. Okay, now I gotta find the light bulb that's missing. I put it where I wouldn't break it. Oh, I put it over there. Somewhere over there is the light bulb is laying. I'm looking, I don't see it. It's somewhere hidden where it wouldn't get broken. Of course, we know who was over here working for 2 weeks. So whatever I had laying here, he probably lost it for me, I bet. There it is. Put it where you wouldn't lose it. There you go, look at that, see? That's how you don't lose stuff like that. You put it where nobody will screw with it. Even by accident. There you go. Okay, so now this goes inside of the socket. Now they have access to the socket. And then I push that right back in the hole. Damn. There. Boy, that goes in hard. Okay. It's in there. All these other bulbs are in there, or are they half out too? Don't know. Take one of these screws right here and push on the bulbs and see if they're loose. Yep, that one's loose. That one moved a little bit. That one moved a little bit. That one appears to be all the way down. The one I just put in there felt like it was coming out too after I put it back in there. Make sure you use something that doesn't scratch glass, like steel. Piece of wood would be better, but we use what we have around here. Okay, so that's gonna have to go up there. All right, so I gotta get this speedometer hung up there somehow. So we go over in my junk box and look for junk hardware. We look for something that looks like it belongs on a speedometer. I'm guessing something like this here. And there just happens to be two of these here. So I'm guessing these are it. And I got these stupid screws right here, so these are probably the ones that hold it all together. So there should be 6 of those. Let's see, 6 of those. There we go. 6, good. And what else do we got in there? Nothing else. Looks like it's small. I got these here. They're going to be for something else. I don't know what these are for. Yeah, we don't need them yet. If I knew what they needed, if I knew what I needed, I would know what those are for. But I don't need them, so we don't need them. Okay, so I'm going to have a little Torx head screw for this, a wrench, I mean. Probably one of these had left laying out here. Should have a little wrench, little screwdriver. Not this big ass crap like this. So what do I do with my screwdrivers? Appears my screwdrivers are missing. What do I do with my screwdrivers? Yeah, they don't appear to be here right now. That means I put them away, maybe? Yeah. There you go. Right on the top's probably the one I used last, right? Bingo. There you go. Put your tools away when you're done, you can find them again. Okay, so got that tool, that tool. Then we have the Allen was out earlier. I was using my zip gun. What do I do with the zip gun tool? There it is right there. I like extensions. Bingo. So that tool. And we need this one here. Boom. All right. That should be what I need to make everything work. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay, so let's go over here. I have a better view, maybe what's happening. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get our wrenches here. This looks like they had something on these threads, but I'm not sure what. Probably just corrosion. Of course, I put the Loctite completely away from me. Ah, there we go. Look how I work around the camera. So I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on these. Probably don't need it, but we'll just put it on there for the hell of it. Okay, where's my speedometer at? Okay, yep, those look like they're tall enough to do what we need. So we'll go right down here right now. See, it puts us above the spacer, so space is about the right length. And we take all this and stick it up over here on the handlebar. Get it started only. Get dirty. They're shooting at me now. Look at that. There's another Mexican holiday going on again. Not sure which one, but must be a good one. Okay, so now we got this up here. We can see this goes like this here. Now, I still don't know where all this goes. My guess is somehow it goes through all this here on the other side. And it gets plugged into something someplace. Don't know where. Haven't found it yet. Okay. Ugh. Okay. that goes in there. This goes up here. And you can lay it like this, or you flip it around this other direction. I'm going to guess it goes this way. If I hook it up wrong, the LED lights will be backwards. Not sure what holds that all up in there. Okay, now there should be some kind of a plug here someplace. Ah, there it is. On the back side of this, see? I knew there had to be something hidden around here I couldn't see. There we go. Now it just definitely dictates how this is going to be, because it's preformed this way. Okay, so now this has to go up inside of here. And I'm not sure what goes on top of this, so there must be some kind of a little lens cover thing of some type. Have to go back over to our junk area. Gotta look for some junk. Okay, what do we got around here? Ah, here we go. There's a piece of junk right here. Oh yeah, there we go. I remember these stupid things. Okay, we're getting a little CRC here for lubrication. I think we're going to need a little screwdriver here to work with. Back up on this side. Alright, so this is going to have to poke through the tree up there somehow. Screwdriver holder like that. Okay, so we look up to the light to see how this is supposed to be. Okay, the oil dipper is going this way, so this goes like this into the bike. That goes there, and this is going to have to come up under here, and somehow all of this connects together. A little pop, pop, backside now. Can't see it, but pop. And the other one. Finger back in there. Fat finger don't fit. Pop. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so you can see these are popped here. I don't know if you can see the ones in the back side over here, but they're popped in there too. So there you go. It's all pop, pop, pop. So just get your finger up in here and squeeze them together. Okay, so the lenses are right there. Hopefully they're all connected correctly. If not, we have a problem. Don't need my screwdriver now. Get that out of the way. Okay, so you can see all of this kind of form fits right back like it was supposed to be. It was already put together for 20 years this way, so it's form fitted. Okay, so that goes like that. Okay, where's this piece of crap here? Alright. Fall down. Alright, so this goes up into here now. Alright, back up to here. Make sure that's put in where it belongs. Let's see, this is upside down again. Dumbass. That's a tight squeeze. And nothing wants to fit, obviously. Okay, so that goes like that. Now from the other side, without dropping that. You go around the other side. Put the other cover in there. What a rat nest. Okay, all that crap's got to be jammed in there behind this other cover. What did I do with the other cover? There it is, over here. And my guess is the round top part goes up to make all this stuff fit in there a little bit easier. Okay. What a fun piece of crap this is. See, just because you never worked on anything before, you just kind of figure it out as you go. Okay, I'm not going to put Loctite on these screws right here, but I am going to put some CRC on them so they don't gall up. Everything has a little bit of corrosion on it from sitting. So, like I said, I don't want to Loctite these, but I do want to stop any kind of galling. So you just put a little bit of goop on them there. Like I said, my little CRC right here. Works for most everything. Okay, so now I got 6 screws here to use. So I'm going to take one of these. We'll start with one of the middle screws here. And try to pack all that crap up into there and see what it takes to get it up in there. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is see how we think it's supposed to go. Okay, I think that's pretty close. Jam it up in here somehow. Let's see what's in the way. Okay, I think this is supposed to be up higher. Make sure all electrical goes high in the center. There goes that bolt. Didn't need that, did we? Make sure you don't pinch anything. Including my finger. Screw in here. Let's do a top screw. That's a good sign. It wouldn't run with my fingers. Yeah, that's definitely a good sign if they screw in with your fingers. You'll go right to the bottom. There's nothing down there. Another missing screw. See, that's where that stupid cover was at. Bracket, whatever. Okay. Okay. In the right spot or something. Let's pick up the screws I dropped. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Get that wire out of the way. And this other side over here. That side we're pretty good on that side. Okay. This over here on the other hand. Not fitting too good. Where'd this screw come from? That's weird, I had that one started. Did that fall off? Obviously it wasn't started. Just laying in there. There, that time it felt like it got something biting on it. Yep. Screw you in a little bit. Okay, you go until it stops and give it unscrew it half a turn. And we got some wiggle room. We need lots of wiggle room on this thing. Okay. I think this time I got it started on something. Yep. Long-winded screw. There we go. Back that off. And this one should start on something now. Yep. And this one. go. Okay, so everything went tight and unscrewed half a turn. So we got room for everything. Okay, so you got all the wiring up over here. So you got to get that cleared. This side over here looks pretty clear already. You go around this side. Can't step, I got crap in the way. Okay, make sure all this stuff is not being jammed too much. There's nothing stuck in between here. So it's sitting nice and cleanly. Okay, it all appears to be correctly installed. Okay, what a pain in the crap that is. Pain in the butt. Okay, I'm going to start with the center one here. I'm just going to go down until it touches. Do the top one. Do the bottom one. I'm just going to do an X pattern on this. Okay, I'm just going until I touch. I'm not torquing yet. Make sure everything looks like it's good. If anything's in there wrong, you have one cover. It's up, one spot will be a little high or overlap or something. Something not right. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I'm gonna torque it. Do the two center ones. Do an X pattern. Go to the top. Do the extra one up there. And go to the bottom way over here. I'm getting not too carried with torque, but it's torqued. I'm not a wimp. I do turn. Don't get too carried away though. Okay. You wipe all that off. Take a look up in there, make sure everything looks good. Ben missed a bunch of spots. It's alright. Okay. It all went together pretty easily, actually, really. Kind of, sort of. Okay, I still got to torque this down. This is still all loose up here, but we'll get that next. Okay, all that looks good. All this here looks good. Everything's jammed in there like it's supposed to be. Okay, everything else is still dangling here, so I gotta work with that. Okay, now this cover here went over here, covered up all this nice front end stuff here that we had on here. Oh. I'm not sure where this cable goes, but it's gonna have to go right here. It looks like something's gonna really chafe a lot, but oh well. There's no provisions to keep it from doing that. I don't know why it's not all chafed already. It's a sharp edge here. Any kind of a grommet anywhere? No. Don't see no kind of grommet anywhere. Nope. Nope, no grommet. All right. Okay, I'm not sure what bolts went on that, but they're going to be 5/16 course, obviously. So, what do we got here? We got these two here. Two more. We got these here. These look like brake bolts. 4, 5. 5 is brake. Whenever you got 5, anything goes with the brake stuff. Goes on a hub. Hubs always have 5 holes. See, right here. So whenever you see a 5 holes, 5 bolts, you know that goes to a brake application or something. Okay, we got these screws here, which are way too small. So I got 3 of these. It's kind of a suspicious number. Alright, so all I see is just these 3. I got these black ones here for something. These are air cleaner usually. Small stuff. Okay, so it's going to be one of these. It's going to be these are going to go up there, so it's just a matter of picking up the ones that look the best. Yeah, they all look like crap. Probably these 2 are the cleanest. I see 2 washers sitting here, so I'm thinking those are a good thing to have because there's no evidence of not having this kind of stuff up there. Oh, there's the white. Ah. So is there any evidence of a washer being here? Not really. I don't think you'd have to have a washer. If you didn't have a washer on these, there'd be a big indent in the screw, so I'm putting a washer there. Alright. I don't care what it, no mark or not. And then we gotta tighten up the gauge pack up there too. Shit. Thinking that cable goes on the outside. Yes, cable definitely goes on the outside. That's why there's no mark on it. There's no room for it on the inside. There. Okay. Here and do the riser. I'll tighten them all the way just a little bit. See if there's anything binding up. Self-center it. Tighten down together. Then you put a torque on them. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. I guess this wire could have been pulled down a little bit more. I think that's this one here, but probably not going to pull. Nope. Nope. Well, we'll leave that alone then. Go over here, see how everything else looks on this side. You see how the cable's on the outside. There is no room. Oop, where are you at? There's no room right here for the cable to go in between here. So we put the cable on the outside. That's why there's no cut in the cable. It goes on the outside. The other option was it would have to go all the way around the other side to this side on the other side, which might be how it was originally. I don't know. Have to see. It's either on one side or the other. And if I had to guess, it's going to go this way because that's a nice straight shot versus going through here. It would have been a lot tighter. I'm going to guess it belongs right there on the outside. I think that's the way it should be. Check it at full lock. Yeah, maybe not. See, at full lock, it's pretty tight. This way here, we're all right. You would think it'd be rubbed through the chrome if it was over here. It's a toss up. I don't know. Could go either way because there's room to go down this way too. I don't know. I'll have to go look at an old video and see. I'm actually good with it either directions. It works fine. You can see all the rub marks through here. Is that, no, that's just buffing crap. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. I think if this went around this way, it'd be a little bit tighter of a bend on it. So, all right. Well, we'll look to see the video. I'll have to go back and look at that. I think it belongs in the front, but I think it's a better preferred method there myself. Okay, so this is all mounted. That's tight. That's tight. The gauge pack is all up on there where it belongs. Okay, so this here's mirror goes on this, which is this one here, or it's the other one, one of the two. Let's see, this one looks like the right side mirror, so that means this one's the left side mirror because it goes this direction. There you go. It doesn't say left or right on the mirror though. Geez, that means I can get it wrong. I have to figure this out all by myself, I guess. Pretty complicated. Get this out of my way. Camera's in my way most of the time as I'm working, as you can tell. Okay, so we got a fancy spacer right here. Goes there. We got two star washers, so I'm going to put one on each side, I guess. I don't know why we got two on there, but that's how it came off. We will be putting some Loctite on that, though. See the star washer indent in there, so I know there was one on top. This goes underneath right here. Somehow. It probably goes forward like that. Alright. Blue Loctite on there. Star go? Star was on the bottom. If in doubt how things go, you gotta look at it. That's pretty loose. Okay, so you look up in here, see there's no star indent. You look at this, see the star indent marks right there with my thumb. And this here either goes like this, like that, or like this. Oh, there's even a hole. Okay, look at that. There's a hole right there. Alignment pin. Bingo. There, definitely goes that way. That keeps it from rotating too much. Okay, there you go. So you just lay it up there, figure it out. So Harley makes this stuff for idiots to put together because that's who works at the factory usually. I didn't say that, did I? All them union labor guys making fun of me now on my YouTube site. Oops. You spend your whole damn life putting a damn turnsman on a bike. That's what you deserve to be called. Doesn't take much skill to do that. All right. I think we need a 1/2 inch socket to do this. Barely. Okay. We'll have to fine tune the mirror later. Tighten up the mirror pinch clamp a little bit there. When the mirror head gets too loose, you tighten the two screws on the back side here a little bit. That one didn't move, this one did. And it got tighter. Need a little bit more. A little bit of drag on it. Okay. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be until I get on the bike, but theoretically, if you're going straight back, there should be a good spot right there. Where'd my tool go? And I'm going to tighten it up with the real wrench. We can get in there with it. trust that cheap ass mirror material. We know Harley didn't spend any money on that. Okay, that took care of that. Clutch works. We'll have to put some lubricant in here. It hasn't been lubed in a while, I'm sure. I might have to pull this off to change the cable, depending on where the cable's supposed to be. Because we don't know, remember? Okay, done that for there. Let's go on the other side over here. All our throttle mechanism stuff. Now I know where those black screws came from. You go right on there. Okay. There. Okay, this goes on our carburetor, which we do not have hooked up yet. Throttle sleeve floating in there somewhere. Go back into our junk box here. A little bit of spray lube. Okay, this is cable lube. You lubricate cables with it. Get the pivot points. And also the one for the lever itself way up in there. I know there's a brass bushing in there stock, but lubricant helps even with the brass bushings in there. They're not brass, but plastic bushings. Sure, this hasn't been lubed in a while, so don't be afraid to put some lube in there. Oop, missed it. Made for a girl to ride. Light duty clutch. Okay, that one's lubed.